everybody, it's Liz with Northern Belle Farms. I am going to slow down on my videos because it seems that in the last few months, every time I upload a video now, supposedly I'm losing subscribers. So, if that's how it's going to be, I'm not going to put all my effort and time and everything into this. I'd rather spend time with my family and people that actually appreciate me. I appreciate all of you who are still around. And I understand that my video quality is bad. My sound quality is probably horrible. I don't have a computer to edit on. I can't afford a camera. I can't afford a mic. I don't have money to do what I'm doing. I'm in tons of debt to make my dream come true. I can't go into more debt for something I'm unsure of. If this ever took off, I could make it better, but I can't put into this the way it is. But everything's been going good. I've been going forward on our fall festival. I'm very excited. We have a bunch of pumpkins. Hopefully we'll get those moved. We're going to have a photographer and 5 other farmers are coming. There's crafters, there's honey, there's a cheese maker. There's a bunch of stuff. People are going to be here. It should be lots of fun. I can't wait to see all the people who come. Kids can dress up. We'll have some candy to hand out, and should be fun. Making a bunch of stuff, trying to get ready. I've made a bunch of jam. I'm going to make some candy apples. A bunch of other stuff. I also miss my son. I just wanted to say, I know not a lot of people know about, I was married before Christopher. I was married for a couple years when I was 19. I married a man named Arthur. My oldest 2 are from my first marriage. So they go up there every summer, and since COVID hit, my son's doing online schooling, so he and his father had the opportunity that my son could stay up there longer. So this is the first time ever that my son's been gone for more than 6 to 8 weeks. He's went up there end of May, and he's not coming back till Thanksgiving. I miss him a lot, and it's really hard. It's really hard every summer when they leave, but I usually get through it by saying it's just a little bit longer and he'll be back. This little bit longer feels like a really long time though, so it's hard. But he watches all my videos when I post them, so I just want to say that I love you, Paul Arthur, and I miss you a lot, and I can't wait to see you. I guess I'll get on with the cooking dinner then for the rest of my family though. So, this is gonna be a quick, lazy lasagna. On days that I don't really feel like cooking, or, I just don't have the time, I want something quick, this is definitely one of my go-tos besides frozen pizza. So, I usually either take some ground beef and toss it in a pan and season it up, or I think this one we're going to do chicken, because I'm not sure that the ground beef is all thawed out all the way through. So, we buy the boneless, skinless chicken from the store. Hopefully someday it'll be our chicken, but until we get a plucker, it will just be this. And of course, we go cheap, so I cut off all this fat, extra fats and skin pieces. And then I stick them. This one's kind of big, so I'll butterfly it, which is when you take your knife and very carefully you stick it into the top fat part of the breast, and then you saw through it flat. so that your chicken boob then opens like a book and it's flat, so it's more even all the way around. I'm going to take some cheap olive oil, put a little in the bottom of the pan so that the chicken doesn't stick. Just take a casserole dish, that's what that's called. And I'm going to put however many chicken boobs are in here. There's 4 chicken boobs in here. I think 4 is too many. I would do 3, but I'm not gonna leave 1 in the fridge. Even if we don't use all the 4 in the casserole, then I will have chicken cooked up for. Oh my goodness! I was wondering what was popping. I forgot I left the pumpkin seeds in there. Well, I started roasting the pumpkin seeds a little bit early. I didn't put any oil or seasoning on them. I was saying, even if we don't use all 4 in the lasagna recipe, then I'll have 1 cooked up, and tomorrow I can either cut it up for sandwiches, or maybe I'll only put 2 in and then save 2 for a chicken salad for me and the girls to have tomorrow for lunch. Either way, if I'm cooking it up, I'm just going to cook up the whole bag, because there's definitely something I can do with it and not have to cook again. Now we will get... Let's get, of course, paprika. We'll put some garlic on there. Oops. Tequila lime seasoning. And then salt and pepper, always. Then I liberally season the chicken because it's only this little top bit that's, the sides are going to be raw chicken and the bottom, well, not raw, but unseasoned, and the bottom's going to be unseasoned. The oil will bubble up a little bit. I drizzle a little bit of oil on the top of the chicken so the seasoning sticks good and it doesn't dry out. Then I stick it in the oven like this. We are at 375-ish. Anywhere between 400 and 350, you know, depending on the thickness, how you're cooking it. So between 350 and 400 into the oven for 25 minutes to 30 minutes. I'm going to try these pumpkin seeds since they were accidentally roasted. I wish they had salt. But for accidentally being roasted, they're not bad. You want to come outside with me and see my fall area? It's finally cooled off, so my plants are doing awesome. It gets down to low 70s at night, maybe high 60s. And it's mid 80s during the day and not much hotter. So everything is thriving right now. It is perfect. And I wish it could stay like this during the summer. There's the flower garden. Things are starting to die just because it's the end of their season. So I'm trying to clean this out. I took the lawnmower through the path earlier just so I didn't have to pull up all the weeds. I just mowed the tops off. But over here I'm going to have to pull out weeds. Over here on this other side I'm going to have to pull up all these weeds in between the flowers. My husband said for the fall festival he was thinking about cutting in a gate right here because the picture area is right over there, which I'll show you after. We've been working on that. The photographer is going to take her professional pictures over there. Here is our pumpkin patch that I set up. It's just a third of the pumpkins or so with some flowers and some gourds and some small white pumpkins. So people can come out with their families and take pictures with the pumpkins, and we've been messing with them all day. On Northern Bell Farms Facebook page, you can see the pictures of my family that I've took in the patch. There's something behind my glasses. And my husband just got home, so I often call him my husband because we've been together 10 years in October, I'm pretty sure. Oh, it is October. Oh my god, 10 years in, oh my god, in 2 days. Don't tell him I forgot. I completely forgot about my anniversary. Now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do this weekend for that. I'm hoping that people are coming here Saturday for pumpkins. My daughter wants me to go drop her off somewhere Saturday morning to go hiking with someone else's family. Because, you know, she's turning 13 on October 25th. So, everyone else is awesome but us. The purple lady bok choy, winter choy, and bok choy is doing pretty good. The tatso's getting bigger. It's doing pretty good. We got some cabbage that's grown up a little bit. The mums are all starting to flower. My kids dug a hole in the middle of this one because they thought they needed to. All the flowers over here are starting to flower. I think I'm going to get the bench from the back table. I was either thinking of putting hay bales here, which my neighbor Deanna said that she might be able to bring some over, and we could put them right here for seating in front of the galvanized raised bed. But we could also use, I have a long bench out back on our back porch for our back table, and it's white and it's got like purple and green paisley pattern on it, and it's got black legs. I think it'd look really good right there. So I don't know, let me know what you think. Do you think I should use hay bales and keep it kind of country, or should I get the paisley painted long bench? That way, you know, everybody could sit comfortably instead of being poked in the butt with hay bale straw. Let me know what you think. But that's the picture area. I staked up. Sally blew over all of our sunflowers. I staked them up. I hope it looks okay. But I staked them all up. Hopefully I saved what I could back here in this little sunflower alleyway. In a couple days I'll pick these plants up a little bit, pick the pumpkins up, you know, make it really nice. I cut out the dead canna leaves over here so it looks better. I think it'll be pretty. All the mums should be blooming by then. Hopefully the sunflowers will last another 2 weeks, so that'll be good. I'm laying down new cardboard, which hopefully it won't rain, because sometimes new cardboard gets slippery when it rains, so I'm definitely going to have one of those little foldy signs that say, you know, slippery when wet, like for restaurant floors. We also have to get liability forms. Our tomatoes are actually doing pretty good. These ones over here are doing awesome. The ones right in front of those in the first row are not. Okay, you can see this thick bushy tomatoes right here. These ones are doing okay. This is what it looks like. Something's eating it. There's worms, there's holes, there's a bunch of crap. But look at this. Can you see those? See this? This is a tomato plant. This, and then the ones right behind it, those, you probably can't see because we're into the sun. But these tomato plants right here, and those ones right there were planted at the same time. Same time as these. I don't know why these on the end are just not good. We have these kalettes, which are going to be like Brussels sprouts, only little heads of kale. I'm super excited to try these. I really hope they keep doing good. They're looking awesome, growing big. Our eggplants are doing good, and a chicken is coming in the garden. Out of the garden, chicken. Good job, Muffin. So cool looking. There's my Pompous Plume Celosia. The leaves are edible. It tastes kind of floral. It's always got sleeping bees on it. We better go back in and check on that chicken so we can finish up this recipe. Better not be eating pumpkins. I'm telling you, you'll end up getting locked into that tiny chicken run. It'll put you in there for a couple days. Just you Bo Beans. Quit acting up. A lot of our girls are molting. Molting is when they lose all their feathers. You can see all these feathers. They start to look pretty rough. You give them a higher protein feed, and we usually give them a little bit more. We give them more kitchen scraps. Make sure they get more fruit, more corn, and greens, all this stuff, so they can have more vitamins and nutrients into their diets. Even my guys look pretty rough. Here is our Frogegg eggplant. They're this big. We like them better because when you cook these up, they don't get so slimy, but they still have that eggplant flavor that we really like. So what I do is I just cut the top off. And then depending on the size, if it's bigger, I'll cut it in 3 slices. And if it's small like this, I just cut it in half. I put it the top end down so it's flat on the counter, and then I cut it in half. So we just have a little chunk. Then we will take our eggplant. And we have oil already hot in this pan over here. This is bacon grease, of course, because that's what we like to use. Any preferred oil, coconut oil, butter, olive oil, whatever you want to use. This is going to be real hot. Okay, so we're going to go get them and put them all in this pan. Okay, we'll add salt. We'll add pepper. I don't even think I have any. We got some thyme. I have thyme and oregano in the garden. I didn't grab it while I was out there. And this is lazy because that's how I'm feeling. Chicken. We'll add some garlic. I think. Oh, and then I made something. We will add this too. Hang on. Actually, maybe we'll add it to the actual lasagna part. I think this is my fish seasoning, which is Old Bay, some tequila lime seasoning, salt. So, we've been cooking this for about 3 minutes. Not quite ready yet. We were looking for like the brown caramelization. So, you want, our little eggplants are getting soft. It's probably only going to take like 5 minutes for these to get soft. so we'll probably cook those another 2 minutes, and I gotta cut up the chicken. Okay, so here is our Frogegg eggplants. You see, well, this one and this one, like how they're brown. We like that caramelized look. I should have thrown some actual garlic in there. It would have been a lot better to roast the garlic cloves. But, you know, lazy. So, you could eat this as a side. You could put it on any other, like with any other stir-fry vegetables. You could toss it with some broccoli or cauliflower, cover it in cheese, cut up peppers and onions and peas and throw it in there. These are a great side just by themselves or with another vegetable cooked up like that. But you need the Frogegg eggplant is how we do that. So that's highlighted. When a lot of people ask, what do you do and how do you cook it? There's that. Then we use frozen raviolis. We have our favorite cheese. This is the Cabot Extra Sharp. We also like the Seriously Sharp. Any kind of cheddar, really. I don't know, it's not very Italian, but I like cheddar cheese. And here's the chicken. I cut it, just roughly chopped it up. I'm gonna eat this too, I'm hungry. Yeah, just roughly chopped it up. Mixed it up so that all the seasoning got spread around. Oh, and a sauce. With chicken, a white sauce would be good, but I don't think we have any, so just, this one is tomato basil. So just plain spaghetti sauce. So, what we do, of course I got my hands all greasy because I was eating the cheese and the chicken. Okay. Put a tiny bit in the bottom of the pan. This much, just to keep the noodles from sticking. Then we're going to take the raviolis, and we're just going to lay them flat. Oh, and we had Moringa. Oh, okay. Here is the single layer of ravioli, right? Just one layer of the ravioli. If they were stuck together, I just left them. Then we're going to add some chicken. I'm just going to sprinkle it in.
What's this?
Moringa.
Moringa. Is that edible?
Mm-hmm. The leaves.
Oh, I was about to break it.
So, then we have the chicken. Now, I'm gonna sprinkle in a little bit of cheese on top of the chicken. Then I'm gonna spoon in some, it's still a little hot, some of the eggplant. Eggplant. It smells delicious. I love the way eggplant smells and tastes. I just don't like the slimy texture, but this one. This is Moringa. I'll put a thing up. It has a lot of health benefits. It's really good for you. You can use it in any place you'd use lettuce or salad substitute, spinach. You just peel the leaves off the stem. So this is a really big one. This is a smaller one. You take the branches off the main part, and then you peel them off of that. You just pull them. There is a little stem in there, which, I mean, you could spend your time pulling all the leaves off. Lazy. We're not going to do that. We're just going to hold it and pull. I'll just keep pulling off any little bits of stem. Sprinkle in the moringa. So then we have the moringa. And then we're going to sauce it up again. This sauce is really chunky. So let me just do this and get a second jar rather than trying to save it. Shake this so that one's nice and evenly covered. See, because we got that side of the pan that's kind of not. So get my eggplant spoon. Okay, so we start it over again. Then we do ravioli. You can use any kind of ravioli. These are cheese ravioli. It's probably just what I grabbed because it's probably what I seen first. You could use better ravioli than the cheap kind. You could get meat ravioli, which would be delicious. Get special artisanal ravioli like the squash kind or pumpkin kind, since that's that season. That'd be good. Yeah, nice add-on for a seasonal treat. Ravioli. Eggplant. All the rest of the eggplant. Scrape out the seasoning because the pan drippings are always the best part. Just some cooked seasoning and bacon grease so it'll taste bacony. Cheese. I wish it would stay like that. And I lost my tripod, so I can't even hold my phone where it's supposed to be anymore. It's here somewhere. The little girls like to touch everything, and I can't keep everything 5 feet and higher. It's just, that's silly. So, there we go. Cheese. And I think I want some sauce, so hang on, I'm going to get another jar from the pantry. I don't know if I ever shown y'all our pantry. This is my cooking and baking stuff down here, all the extras. A zoodler, pie pans, waffle maker, carafe, a drink fountain, cookie cutters, canning stuff, jars, a fish tank lid, a cookie maker, bake jar. We have soda every once in a while, usually diet, 0 sugar. I know, it's just as bad with other things. We've been stocking up on noodles and soup because the time of year, and they're cheap, and this time of year we're broke, so noodles and soup is what's a lot here. We always have peanut butter, pudding mix for quick desserts, peanut butter. There's some more different canned goods in there. There's beans, tomato sauce. Then I have my baking shelf, which has all different kinds of oils. There's drink mixes up there. There's tuna fish. The rest is pretty much baking stuff. And then condiments, ranch, mayo, honey mustard. Everybody's got a different kind of sauce. Sugar sauce. So there should be. Or I was feeling cheap and we don't have any more, which is probably what happened. We don't have any more fancy sauce. So we have to use canned sauce, which hurts my heart because I can't really reuse this tin can. I wish tomatoes grew better here so we could can tomatoes. I know, baby.
So good in the video.
But I can barely grow any tomatoes because it is 90 degrees most of the year. And they just don't do well. We don't get enough to do anything with. They get sold pretty quick. We get maybe 2 dozen. Our plants usually fruit once and then it gets too hot for them to do it again. They drop all their flowers. We end up ripping them out and replanting. We replanted now and they have flowers now and they're doing good. So I keep fertilizing them and I hope that we get some more before we get a frost.
Of course we do. Now we... Sorry, I'll pick up. I'm gonna get some cheese. I'm gonna get cheese.
Go ahead.
And then...
This is probably closer to half an hour in the oven at 400 because I was doing the dishes. I like to have all the dishes from dinner done when we sit down to eat dinner. So here it is done, and that is the easy lasagna. You can add more or less to make it your own. Use different sauces, different raviolis, different meats. You could add bacon, you could add broccoli, you could really add anything. You could make it as simple or as complex as you want. It's just something that's easy to throw together.